You by the fire. Listen, listen. There's something I must confide. I know I said that it'd be fine. I know I made it look like it'd be alright, but I think I learned my lesson, and I'm not gonna let you out of my sight. You can call me killer, 'cause I'll bring you to the light, and it might taste bitter when you're answering to God. You can call me killer as you look into my eyes. Nothing but a sinner. You won't get away this time. You won't get away this time. You won't get away this time. You won't get away.
Oh, nice, dude. No volume this whole time. I fix it. So basically all I went over was 5 minute we pushed bullish, but in order for us to continue bullish, we're gonna have to break this high and that low. All right, perfect. Thanks, guys. We had that low that was put in now, so if this candle closes bullish and then in the open we start breaking this low there, we're gonna start breaking down, and there's all this clean traffic there, so we can take sells from here down. Buys are a little more risky because DXY is looking like it's gonna push up for me today, at least potentially. But this high's broken there, coming over here, there's really nothing crazy until we get up into this range, so able to take buys here to the upside after that's broken up there. And that's really the same throughout all the different indices today. And then I went through the DXY. DXY looks like we're breaking structure a little bit here on the hourly, or on the 5 minute, 15 minute time frames. So that's actually a good sign that we could continue bearish. We got a little bit of microstructure here, which we're breaking that low there, pushing down. So we just need to break this low ultimately for an ultimate break structure on the lower time frames, and hopefully we see that move to the downside if we're going to take bullish buys today on the indices. Bitcoin looks like we put in our low already for the weekly candle. If it comes down and retests this low though, then we're probably going to continue pushing down, because that's the low is about as close you can get to the previous week's low without breaking it. But it looks like we're backing off a little bit right now. Looking at the daily candles, you can see that we're still just in this range, and we just need to wait for a breakout of either direction. So really nothing to do here until we see which way it wants to go. We've had a little bit of break of structure here to the downside, breaking all this structure within there on the hourly, so you could see some kind of retracement into there before we make a move down potentially. But other than that, you're sitting in a range, so really no trades to be had for now until we get out of that range. Looking at GJ. GJ looks like we're pushing down. We rejected pretty hard last week's weekly candle, so looking at the daily candles, potential to break out of this daily range that we've been in for the last 2 weeks right here. And it's kind of a small range. It's just been up down daily candles right here. So we're getting a little bit of momentum here. If we start breaking that low, then we're probably going to make a move and fill this wick to the downside. So we're at least going to come down to 158-ish level. So keep an eye on that. 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. So just this big range that we're in, really waiting for a break of these highs up there. You have equal highs there, so you could get some kind of explosive move up, take all the liquidity that's sitting above here, and then another move to the downside if it is actually going to go bearish. EURUSD. All right. EU. Looks like we're losing a lot of momentum here. Last week's candle closed doji. This week's candle currently is doji. We've kind of gone both directions here, so it's hard to tell where we're going to go. We might be able to see a little bit better on like the lower time frames here. Looking at the daily, we rejected pretty strongly on today's current candle. So if it closes with this big wick, then we're going to get, fill to come test this top for the rest of the week there. But it's still got 8 hours left on this candle, so I wouldn't be surprised if we put in a high up here and then we flip back bearish and kind of fill back in this wick. And that kind of makes this move look pretty decent here. Looking at this move to the downside, we had all this structure break here, made this move down. Now we're tracing up into these levels, so you might be able to take some kind of sells within here. If we start consolidating on the lower time frames within this range, then you could look for some kind of consolidation range here, and then a breakout to the downside where you could enter there and continue to ride that down. Yeah, I'm probably expecting this to drop once we get into those rejection areas a little bit higher up in there. So I feel like that's probably a move AB is probably going to take on EURUSD. Let's look at GU. All right, GU. So kind of similar here. Last week's candle, doji closed. This week's candle, we already put in our high up here. So now our low's forming, and we need to come break the previous weekly low. So we're gonna mark the previous weekly low right there. Drop down a little more. And the daily candles are starting to pick up a little bit momentum here. So you can see the last 3 candles have not broken each other's high. This current candle we're on already put in our high, so we should see a continued push to the downside to come test and fill these wicks down there. So probably, looking to target somewhere today, 23 level, 1.23 level is a good target for today potentially. So see what happens there. Look at the hourly. This is similar to GU. It hasn't broken structure, fully here, because really we need these lows to be broken to show an actual break structure. But we did have this kind of consolidation in here, and it started breaking those lows. So we'll see if it continues pushing down. It's not as pretty as EU, so definitely wouldn't take any kind of retracement trade there. But looking here, we're just in this consolidation area here now. We'll see which way we're going to break out. It definitely is in need of retracements. If you look at the the daily. Yeah, look at the daily. I mean, it really hasn't retraced much within here, so I could see it coming and revisiting anywhere from 21,500 down into 19,500 area. So, oh, it's the opening candle right now. So let's hop back here. Yeah, opening candles here, starting to break. If we start breaking that low, we can take sells here. Oops. Looks like it's backing off a little bit, so we're gonna wait. I actually wasn't able to get in there, luckily, so I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. My broker was being super delayed for some reason. So might have faked to the upside. Looks like we're gonna go maybe test the top. Let's go look at the other two. NASDAQ, SPX, both pushing up as well. What's DXY doing? DXY's dropping a little bit. So we will see if this candle can push all the way up. The only problem is if it does, then we're left with a very big stop loss. I mean, how many points would this be? 126 point stop loss. Pretty big. So, I mean, we could get a push up and, you know, maybe it closes somewhere up here so that the next candle can open and we can push up and take that. That would be cool. If not, we might have to try to take like a higher risk 2-minute entry here. Once it gets higher to the closer to the highs, if it does. But it's looking like we're putting in this high now, maybe backing off a little bit. See, US30 flipping back a little bearish here. And NASDAQ is still bullish. NASDAQ and SPX are following each other today. And US30 is not. And DXY still chilling for a second. Hasn't really done much here. Let's go to a split screen so we can put, let's put NASDAQ on here. So NASDAQ looks like it's breaking the highs up there right now. So if this does break the highs, let's go full screen here. So I think I'm gonna take, as soon as that's broken, I'm gonna take a buy. I'm not taking that yet. It's not broken fully yet. If that breaks higher, I'm gonna take a buy here with the stop below the 2-minute candle. Jeez, nice rejection there. And US30 starting to fall. So let's do this. I'm gonna take a sell right here. Stop's gonna be above the 2-minute candle. 1-to-1. My entry's not till right there, so 1-to-1's gonna be right here. So that's gonna be my first take profit. This is a high risk one, so don't risk very much on this because this is 2-minute candle. Looks like we're getting sucked back up into this range already. So we'll see. Half risked, or this is especially risky because the NASDAQ's pushing up. NASDAQ's pushing up while US30's pushing down. So we'll see which one wins here. Probably NASDAQ based on how it's gone, except for yesterday. Okay, 2-minute candle closed on US30, so all we need it to do is respect previous candle's high. We can put in our high here. It's fine to push up a little bit once that high is formed. We need to respect that and then come break these lows down there. Wow, just pushing up. NASDAQ's pushing up, of course. Okay, we put in our high, so that high needs to be respected now for the rest of this candle. If it comes back up to test this high, then it's probably just going to keep pushing to the upside. Now it's starting to flip. If this candle can flip bearish and start breaking these lows, then it's a good sign. We're gonna continue pushing to the downside. Here we go on US30. See if we can get a couple more pushes down. Depending on how this 2-minute candle close. Yep, there we go. Okay. How many points do we need? We need 30 more points out of this. If it rejects and closes bullish here, I'm probably going to get out early. Just because yeah, here actually it's starting to push down. Perfect. NASDAQ sucked back in as well, so kind of a good sign that, you know, these are heading bearish potentially with DXY pushing to the upside. You got in on the 5-minute close. Yeah, nice. Your stop loss is pretty big. So our take profit one's about to get hit. Coming up on that. Okay, take profit one just got hit. So close 70% of your profit here. Oops. Okay, so now their first take profit was hit right there. Close 75% or 70% of your position there, and move your stop loss to your entry, because there's no need to risk losing more money when you just made more money off this. So was able to take profit down here, so we're good for the day. My TP is 33,604. 33,604. Damn. 33,604. Clear down there. Yeah. Nice. I don't know if that's. We'll see. Looks like our. Yep. So our stop just got hit at our entry. So all good. We were able to hit that first take profit, close most of our position, and call it a day there. So let's look at. I'm interested to see if these actually make a move with the upside after this now. SPX is still within that range. NASDAQ broke out above but sucked back in. So we'll see what this candle does. US30 is rejecting a little bit there. And the DXY is still pushing up. So DXY needs to start breaking highs here and here and within here. Ultimately there, start breaking structure to the upside. See more pushes up. We closed bullish on this 2-minute candle, but looks like this candle's coming to either fill this wick, or if it breaks this low, probably coming down. I mean, we're in this rejection zone within there now, coming inside of there. So really we need to break these lows before we're able to say, okay, we can start to come and test this zone now. Maybe are you taking that EURUSD trade? Are you taking this? Like this is something you would be waiting for? I think this actually has high probability to play out here, looking at the daily or the weekly candles. The only problem is your daily candle's kind of rejecting here pretty hard, so even on the 4-hour, you kind of had to shift the structure there. So I think that's a good. Oh yeah, you already sent that out. All right, bet. I figured you would have. I think that's gonna win for you. Wow, the XY is starting to really push up now. We're breaking those highs. Man, I feel like this is gonna drop hard, and it's gonna suck because we Got stopped out at our entry here. Still 2% gain on the account though, so all good. About 2%, a little less, because I closed only 70% of my position. So, yep, here we go. I think this is gonna start to break these lows there. Damn, US30 came so close to my break even. I'm manual moving. Nice, dude. So if we did break this low, I'll be interested to see. I'm gonna watch it. If we break these lows, if we still have enough momentum to continue pushing down. These two rejection candles had the most volume to the upside, and they still didn't push anywhere upwards. So I think we're gonna continue to push bullish. Maybe not. This candle, so we put in 3 lows here. They each respect each other, so we'll see. As soon as those lows get broken, though, that's when we'll see that move to the downside being made. Here, looking here, I mean, we could have some kind of small time frame retracement fib move here, so we'll see if we come up into those levels there. Test in there. No more trades for us though today. We already took one and won it, so but you could kind of potentially play something within there. Break even hit. That sucks. Alright, homie. I'll be interested to see if this plays out right here. Something like this. Make that next move to the downside. This is on the 1 minute time frame, so we'll see if this plays out. I'm not taking this trade. This is just kind of for watching and trying to figure out what it's going to do for the rest of the day. But with the DXY breaking structure to the upside, this could definitely happen here. Okay, gold. Gold really hasn't done much. Same thing. All these are just kind of sitting within a range here, so see what happens. US30 still pushing to the upside. This push move, this move to the upside's decreasing in volume with each candle. How's Apple doing today? Apple really hasn't moved much, just kind of consolidating. Tesla made a big impulse move to the upside. Interesting. Okay, starting to put in a lower wick here. Okay, we put in our low. Now we're going to come up and break this high, continue pushing up. See if we turn around anywhere within here, or if we just come up and we break these highs up there. Once those highs get broken, then you know we're starting to flip bullish here on the 1 minute breaking structure. I mean, ultimately, yeah, I guess we have had break structures within here, but it's not super clean. So see if this turns around right here. Looking at volume, we're increasing a little bit on these 2 candles, so kind of a sign that it's going to push to the upside probably soon. Nasdaq's pushing up, SPX is pushing up, DXY is dropping. Yeah, this might not hold. We'll see. One-to-one on this trade would be right there. We're going to mark that. Get this bearish kind of close, that'd be awesome. Oh, close to 1-to-1. All three starting to push down a little bit. you might be able to get that entry. If you did get in there, you might be able to hold this for a while. 1-to-1 just hit right there. And we're dropping. I'd close most of the position once that low gets tapped, because high possibility that we just reject off there again, because it's this big consolidation area in there. Yeah, I mean, that went 1 to 1.75 so far. So we'll see. This is just kind of for fun. Nice scalp play. Thanks, AB. US30. Okay, we kind of rejected there, starting to push back up, so we'll see what happens. Starting to break those highs now, so probably going to go test these highs up there. Able to get a nice little scalp out of it if you did enter there to the downside. How many points? From the 786 entry, about 50 points to the downside, so not terrible. Gold not moving. EURUSD's drop, and that's not a good sign for that one play. Actually, it's only a 1 minute chart. Yeah, this is fine. We were on a higher time frame here. Looking at the 5 minute, we've had a break structure here, so probably going to see a move down into here, and then a move up to somewhere within these levels that we were expecting it to kind of turn around at. And good rejection there. So we'll see what happens. We're forming this consolidation area, so we're either gonna break these highs and push to stop loss, or we're gonna break the lows and push down to these lows down here. Five-minute candles, got 2 minutes left there. If it closes with a good rejection, pretty good sign that we're going to continue pushing to the downside. Again, this is not our trade for the day. We already took our trade. We took a buy right here, or a sell right there, and we rolled that down into here. So this is not my trade for the day. I'm just kind of watching to see if we can figure out where it's going to go for the rest of the day. So we might start breaking the upside. So we start breaking all this structure within here, then probably going to continue pushing to the bullish side for the day. See how this 1 minute candle closes. Yeah, 3 seconds here. It's gonna close pretty bullish, so probably gonna come see the next candle come break those highs. Get some of this out of the way so we can see. So yeah, I mean, on the lower time frames, it's gonna look like a nice little flag to the upside, but we just need to respect those highs. As long as those highs aren't broken, then we can drop out of there. But we'll see. We're getting close to them. About 9 points away right there. So we'll see. Give it a couple more minutes. Nasdaq and SPX are both breaking up, so probably gonna follow. 1 minute candle close there. So yeah, this 1 minute candle already put its high now. So now all we need to do is we need to respect that high and continue pushing to the downside here. Put in a couple candles that look like this, respecting each of the highs. Here we go, breaking some lows. We need to break all of this rejection right here. So we need this candle to come and close down somewhere within there so that the next candle can break it, if this one doesn't break it. Okay, good close. Oh yeah, now we just close back within this range, so just need this to keep pushing to break out of there. Got close to hitting stop, but here we go, we're starting to break down. But yeah, looks like that's gonna potentially start heading down for us today. But that's gonna do it for me today. So I'll see you guys all back here at the same time tomorrow. Peace out.